Radiation, Ruin, and Duty. Atomics, Lieutenant Aman and Imperial Testing Station 89. Across Arrakis, fragments of data tell stories the Imperium never intended anyone to hear. From corrupted mission statements to half-burned transmission logs, a picture emerges. A picture of fire, fanaticism, and a forgotten research station that should have stayed buried. This is the reconstructed history of Imperial Testing Station 89 and Lieutenant Aman's plan. Chapter 1. Origins of Station 89. Imperial Testing Station 89 began with a mission of mercy. According to early botanical memos and mission statements, Station Supervisor Dr. Bransa Hinote sought to save lives through science, not weapons, not spice, but botany. Her team specialized in succulents and xerophytes engineered to survive the brutal aridity of Arrakis. Their goal was simple: seed hardy plants across the desert, allow them to store and retain moisture, create emergency water sources for stranded travelers. As Arrakis grew in economic importance, its population was expected to rise. Station 89's work was meant to protect future generations long after the researchers themselves were gone. 10,000 years later, the station still stands but sealed, a silent monument to pre-Buttlerean engineering and a dream long abandoned. Chapter 2, The Fall of the Geryon. The next surviving records come from a very different era. Crashed Atreides transport, the Geryon, carrying House Atomics when it went down in a sandstorm. Chief Waylon Frahn's final report paints a grim picture. Most of the crew died on impact. The wreck was sinking beneath shifting dunes. The Atomics were at risk of being lost, or worse, found. Desperate, the survivors dragged the ordnance into the abandoned station. When no rescue arrived, the crew weakened. Radiation sickness set in. Fearing the weapons might fall into enemy hands, they made a terrible decision. Disassemble the Atomics, scatter the fissile materials. They had no protective gear. They knew the radiation would kill them, but duty demanded sacrifice. Their bodies still lie where they fell. Chapter 3. The Lieutenant's Plan. Sometime later, new radiation signatures drew the attention of Lieutenant Aman, a soldier hardened by endless conflict between two great houses. His survey team detected emissions from an uncharted testing station, dangerously close to where the Geryon vanished. Aman became convinced the lost atomics were inside. His recovered logs reveal a man pushed beyond reason. There is no end to this war. Two great houses grinding each other to dust while the Emperor laughs up his sleeve. Aman believed he had found a way to force peace. Recover the atomics. Use them against human targets. Commit a violation so severe the Emperor would be forced to intervene. A monstrous plan justified by desperation. His final entry ends with, "May God forgive us." Chapter 4. Assault on Station 89. Your employer, a Lansford house with scientific ambitions, dispatches you to Station 89 to collect samples from the leaking weapons. The briefing is clear. Bring a radiation suit. Bring weapons. Expect resistance. Inside the station is a tomb of irradiated metal, an ancient sacrifice. You navigate high radiation corridors. Disassemble atomic components. Corpses of the Geryon crew. Fresh bodies from Aman's loyalists. Something is very wrong inside Station 89. Something is waiting. Chapter 5. Battle with Lieutenant Aman. Deep within the processing plant, you finally confront Lieutenant Aman. He stands above irradiated pits, preparing to enact his catastrophic plan. His weapon, a Vulcan gun modified to fire radioactive darts, spits glowing projectiles that hiss through the air. Aman fights with fanatic resolve, summoning soldiers to overwhelm you, triggering explosive traps hidden beneath metal grates, trying to knock you into the irradiated pits below. He is a man consumed by purpose and madness. Only one of you will leave the chamber alive. Chapter 6. The Aftermath. With Lieutenant Aman dead, his soldiers defeated, and his plan stopped. You collect the final irradiated sample. Your employer responds with cold gratitude. Thank you. These samples will provide our Mentat scientists with months of study. We will share whatever we learn with your patron. And of course, our vote in the Lands Rod. Station 89 falls silent once more. Botanists once came here to save lives. Soldiers later came here to end them. And now only radiation and ghosts remain. On Arrakis, even the noblest intentions can be twisted by time. This desert brings out the madness in everyone.